Evening, well everybody, welcome to the live. Hope all is good. Watching the football, PSG for France versus Chelsea. And yeah, we got a man in France. Let me see about sound. Let me just check that. Hopefully the sound is all good. But cheers, pop in. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're regular, welcome back. All my social medias in the description below: Instagram, Facebook, and all that. eBay store, Ko-Fi page, Vinted, my gaming channel, Quacktag Gamer, all in the description below. Tonight, I thought while I'm watching the football, talk about eBay versus Vinted. I'm in a Discord group, and the person who runs it, Chris, he put a message in about the fees for whatnot, which is good. Whoa, close. But I'll see who's popped in. Hi Tom, thanks for popping in. Cheer, yeah, it's a good thumbnail. Even though there's a little bit of white strip at the top. But I thought, you know what? I'll go a bit of AI with my face and see how it goes on that. But what do you think? Are you eBay number one or whatnot number one? If you don't know what they are, it's live selling. So a bit like when you go down to the car boot and sell, you're selling to people, but this time it's not to physical people like down a car boot. It's to the people via the internet. So whatnot is one of the platforms where you can sell, and you got eBay Live, which is associated with eBay itself. A lot of people are on there, like Gentleman Marketeer, Cheryl Resells, Nick and Andrew Hills, etc. And whatnot, you've got people like John Luke, Luxury Pickers, Steve Spencer Penny's on there now. Only Cool Stuffs are here, etc. So yeah, it's a good platform to use if you're thinking. But there's a lot of pros and cons all about the live selling. Like if you have a number of followers and you can get a lot of people in per live, promote that live. Then trying to get people to actually purchase what you're trying to sell. So that's quite hard when you're doing £1 starts and it sells for £1 online. Hi Pete, thanks for popping in, mate. Hope you're well. Talking about the eBay versus whatnot while I watched the old football. Ah crap, I haven't got my Wi-Fi on. I knew there was something I haven't done. 1 second. Right, hopefully I'm back. Had to turn the Wi-Fi on. Turn off Do Not Disturb. Turn the Wi-Fi on. So I forgot I wasn't on the Wi-Fi. But talking a bit about eBay versus whatnot on the live selling platform. Let me know who you do sell with any of those platforms. Either live selling, or do you watch people on whatnot, eBay Live, for example? It's kind of annoying, like especially for eBay Live, where the notifications come through people who you follow, and I'm thinking like, oh, that's a nice little sale. Oh, it's a sale. Ah, crap! Someone going live. You can turn them all off, not individually, just turn them all off. But I'm a nosy sod, so I like to see who's going live on there, even though it's annoying in that way. And then with whatnot, I kind of turn most notifications off, because on whatnot you can turn each person's individual notifications off. eBay, what they need to do is allow you to turn each one of your followers who is on eBay Live the notifications off individually, rather than doing it just all the notifications for everyone, which is kind of annoying. But whatnot do individual. let's go and see. We've got in the chat. We've got Pete. Tom was in earlier. Scooby Shaggy and BCP. Welcome to his popping in. Scooby says that evening I can't be bothered to watch live sellers. I'm not going to sit there and find out they have nothing I want. Yes, I do 100% get that. 100%. Your phone. 1 second. I'm using Mum's phone for a comment. 2 seconds. Ma, your phone. Liz says I'll aim to get yours at 9:30. Yeah, whatever. Oh, flipping hell. PSG's just scored from France. Great. So, I hate football sometimes. Chelsea getting beat again. Supporting the South London club. But yeah, go back to the topic. Yeah, I understand that, Scooby Shaggy. I don't really like to watch live sellers as such. It's what I find these days, or even for a long time equals money. So you've got to reduce the amount of time you do things, whether it be travelling to go sourcing, Carboots, charity shops, jumble sales, whether it's being more efficient to list online, get more sales. And then that equals that money side of things, where that means you can go and do other bits and pieces, save for a rainy day, save for another house, or save to pay the bills, or being able to go out somewhere with a partner or a friend. But I'm not sitting there waiting, because when Nick and Andrew last went live via eBay, I was sitting there waiting until like near enough last for one thing that I wanted. And then that price went sky high because they're reputable eBay sellers with a big YouTube channel, the biggest in the UK so far. But as I say, I'm not going to bother to go live and that and watch the lives. Sometimes it's interesting to see, like at the start, what they're selling. I know Zahir sells collectible toys and stuff, box toys and all that. Steve Spencer Penny is a good example. No. Come on. Oh, I almost scored again. Steve Spencer Penny, who follow him on YouTube. He's a bookseller via eBay. He sells on Vinted, Depop and that. Now he's on eBay Live. Is eBay Live? Or whatnot? No, he's on whatnot, sorry. And Steve has done okay. It's just hard slog, if you can think about it. For like live selling in the category of books, whether it be science fiction, non-fiction, children's books, for example. Let me just put a poll out about the situation. There we go. One poll. Let's go with people. No. No, don't do that. Done. Here we go. Let me put up start a poll there. Put it up there. There we go. So you still so you can see myself. So that should say do you. I was rushing doing that. Basically, do you like to watch people via eBay Live and whatnot? I'll come back to that later. But yes, it's very hard when you've got somebody like someone who've been following on the YouTube for years, who are doing live selling. I'll get back to the comments in a sec. But yeah, I just Pete says there, do you want a vintage Chelsea key ring I picked up for free on Facebook? Send me a message, send me a picture, my social medias, and I'll have a look, see if I want it or not. Mark says, are you live chats more Chelsea watch alongs? Well, it just so happened that they are live. I'm still going to do the fact that I'll do the odd live on a Wednesday per month, and then be as and when. Chelsea are not live on a Wednesday now until next season. So this is the last one, and sometimes I'll be on the PC, sometimes I'll be on the phone. But it just so happened, I thought, why not? Good topic tonight. But eBay Live, well, actually, let's go for Whatnot, for example. We've got 9 in. Let's go with, I'm in a Discord. So if you watch a bloke on YouTube called Steve Spencer Penny, he was getting a bit flustered via the fee structure and Whatnot because he wasn't doing so well. Like on his last show last week for World Book Day, he had no sales, and the other day he had basically one person buy a whole load of stuff. So he's not got the following, and the fee structure is hard because apparently I don't sell on Whatnot or eBay Live, so I don't really know the fee structure as such. So apparently, currently, if you sell something on Whatnot for £1, you receive 59p. That's due to the per order, not per customer, fee of 30p. That's the main killer on each order rather than 11% for commission and payment processing. So you only receive 59p per order if it's £1. The higher your sale price, the better it will be for you due to this. A £3 sale will only cost you 63p in total sales in fees. So the scale improves as your sale price goes up. Then basically a £1 sale kills you even if the same buyer wins multiple £1 items. It'll kill you each time because say you got one person buying 8 items, £1 each, £8. You're paying a lot in the fee process for each item, so you're not getting that much. So you want to get rid of the £1 starts on Whatnot, and then the higher you go, the better it is. Best thing to do is to bundle and start at a value of £1 per item in the bundle. 5 items starts at £5. You will make a lot more. I hope that makes sense. These figures are bang on right now as of the 11th today. So it's quite a lot of fees via Whatnot. eBay is a bit different because they structure their fees pretty much slightly less than what you pay if you're physically selling something online and not live. Pete says I picked up a lot of music stuff from a house clearance, spent quite a lot, but hopefully you do well. Yeah, I'm sure it will do well if it's like vinyl or stuff, or other bits and pieces. Music always sells, always does. So the live selling aspect, if you can guarantee that you've got loads of people who are going to watch your live, whether it be eBay, via Whatnot, or whatever, and then you've got to work out your reputable items you're going to sell, whichever category, books, toys, whatever. Do certain categories. So say you're doing toys, I'm going to do I don't know, DC toys or whatever, or if it's books, children's books or whatever. I know Tom English Picker did just a whole load of stuff via his Whatnots, and he didn't do that well. It's hard. You've got to have the amount of people. You've got to have the good items to start at a higher price. Like if you watch Reselling Polly, luxury pickers, for example, they have a lot of higher end items. And then you've got to have the giveaways, for example, and it's just like, I find a big slog. I know that Carboot Chris does okay, and so does Belle, which is Bargain Belle, Chris's wife, Belle, does well on Whatnot, getting rid of stuff. But you basically got to have the quality items, and you've got to promote, and you've got to let people know that you're going to go live and how you're going to structure that. And what you got to do is you've got to wait, like, say 30-40 seconds, a minute maybe max, to people to pop in, and then you've got to like start the first item at whatever price you want, because sometimes what people do, they type it in, a bit like eBay. They do the listing and draft first, and then they put it through, which is easier. And like for Whatnot, people just like do that. And basically, you've got to be quick. Like, say, I've seen some people do 1 minute on that, but 20 seconds probably best max on the live eBay or even Whatnot. So you've got to do like a minute max with a bit of chat about it. I've got these to sell and this type of items, and do join in, and I've got a I'm not sure if they call it gifts or no, sorry, not gifts, giveaways on Whatnot. And then you give away stuff, and what you got to do then, you got to be quick. Do your 20 seconds or so on one item, and then say thanks so and so, we've brought it, and the next one, so and so. But it's hard if you're not getting many in. Like, I did watch Steve's one the other week. Steve spends a penny on books. He had one lady who brought loads, but the rest of the time there was like nope, and then the lady was buying quite a few, which possibly made it worthwhile because he did a little video on it. With the Whatnot fee structure, it's hard, you know, with them taking a slice of your sale. So if you're going to do the live on Whatnot and you get accepted to do that, then what you got to try and do is work out how much your starting price is going to be, considering a lot of people don't want to pay a lot of money. You want to do short, sharp intros, short, sharp 20 seconds on the item, bish bash bosh, and then show it front, back, a bit like eBay Live really, but eBay Live fee structure for the where you have to pay is a lot different to Whatnot. It's a hard thing, a bit like what Scooby Shaggy said there. Like, you can't be bothered to watch the live. I'm not going to sit there and find out I have nothing I want. Yeah, exactly. I don't tend to bother really, because I used to watch Brum Reseller on Whatnot. The legendary guy who's got all the shops up in Birmingham and nearby, who sells vinyl and stuff, George CD and other bits and pieces. I used to buy a fair amount of vinyls, and he was doing really well, or say a couple of years ago via Whatnot, and then I think something happened with Whatnot and Royal Mail, and that fee, where it was, just destroyed Brum with his live selling or Whatnot, so he decided not to do it ever again. I can understand that. If you're not making the money, it's going to cost you X amount of money to send it, but it's no point. But if you're like got a large customer base, they come back every time, like certain people on the whatnot and eBay, and if you can get that, and then people bidding against each other, then it's worthwhile. But it's hard. It's basically like going down to a car boot and thinking like, oh right, okay, I'll charge £5 for this item, £10 for that, 20 quid for that. Like, people don't want to pay it. They don't want to pay the bloody item, like money for the item. Come on. So it gets a bit like frustrating in a way. But if you got that customer base, then that is fine. A lot of people buy on not eBay as such, but buy whatnot to resell back anyway. It'd be like what they do on Vinted. But it's hard. Let's go into the poll. So we've got, do you like to watch people via eBay live and whatnot? Yes, 33, and no, 67. Very interesting in that respect. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. Scooby says, will I ever do live selling? I have really thought about live selling. Personally, no, because I don't have the time. But what you got to do is you've got to sign up to it if you're doing eBay or whatnot, and then wait for them to get back to you, see whether you get accepted, and then do an onboarding session, which means like a live between you and whoever on that platform, someone talking to you about certain bits and pieces, and then you do your first show, which is a taster show, and then your other shows, and then you get a few bits and pieces to give away and stuff. But me, will I ever do one? I really thought about it. For stuff I got, probably not, because a lot of stuff I have, it's quite like the postage fee will be fair amount, but you got to find something that's in a niche, because a lot of people do trading cards, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic Gathering, Match Attacks, etc, etc, books, toys, games. A lot of it's done. If you haven't got the number of people watching and people coming back all the time and bidding on your items, then it kind of isn't worth doing with the fees via eBay or whatnot. It's a bit like when I watch Tahir. He does only cool stuff. Tahir, he does eBay live and whatnot every so often. But I think personally, he's doing better via eBay. Yes, we've scored. Hey, 1-1. Gusto. Yeah, get in. All the English people are pissed in the French capital. Yeah, but so here, it tends to do better on eBay. Fee structure is a bit better. But I've seen part of shows where he's not sold like anything or hardly anything. It gets very demoralising. But nah, I can't see me having the time to do eBay live, because Nick and Andrew got it, and they do like one every month or so, even less than that. It's the point of having it. You got to do one per week. Be like Gentleman Marketeer, eBay, Shell Resells, eBay, Luxury Pickers, whatnot, Reselling Poly, whatnot. For example, you've got to do it. You've got to get a custom base. You've got to build it up. Yes, you're going to have shows where it's shit, where you don't get any sales in, or hardly any sales, and you're going to get a show or two where it's really good. You've got to build that base up. A bit like eBay, you got to, the more you list, the better it is. You know, the more you sell, the better it is. People look at your feedback on these platforms. Pete says there, is anyone selling the Friends McDonald's toys? I've done quite good with them. Seem to be popular. No, I haven't sold them. No, I know at the moment they're selling for a fair amount of money, but I don't really go to McDonald's to actually physically get them. I'm not really a fan of McDonald's as such. Now, I'm sure this Carboots season you'll see the Friends and McDonald's toys there. If you get the whole set, maybe worth 15. Meal costs 10 and get 10 for a toy. Fair enough. But no, I don't go to McDonald's very often, so. But you'll probably see them at the Carboots anyway, quite a lot this season. But hopefully they'll start this weekend or the weekend after on my local. There is 3 that are on now. One that's over an hour away. The other one's about 40, and the other one's, yeah, because there's 2 that's been on all winter. Don't really stop. And there's 1 that's been on since January. Or was it February? It might be February. That people have gone to. Like, if you're watching Jammy Dodger, Bowl Finds, Flipping Sloth, Sam Sells Stuff, for example, and others, like Rachel Fantastic, like they buy, and Rachel herself sells it at a car boot, and then there's the other ones, like clearance grafters do sell at certain car boots. So there is one's about, but I'm waiting for my local to get a go ahead from the old council, because it's council run. Hi Jasmine, thanks for popping in. Not seen you around for a while, but thanks for popping in. Hi Peter, you legend. Cheers. Yep, always nice to hear. Great to see you, looking well. Nice to pop in sometimes. Hope all is well. Yeah, it's nice to see you back in the live. Because a lot of people pop in and out of the live. How can I put myself? Am I well? Yes. Health-wise, yes. Got over a cold about a week ago. And sore throat and that. But Dad's not doing very well. He's in palliative care, and yeah. What can I say? You know, it's hard. It's very hard. Mum's doing well with a shoulder operation. She's going to see the physio at the local hospital next week. So I'm taking her there. But other than that, it's just carry on day by day. Always busy, doing videos, and so I recorded the video today, which I'll try and get out next week. A reselling style one from home, just a short video. Yeah, and you'll see struggle the amount of stuff I've got. Yeah, it is hard life in general as such. But yeah, but with the eBay versus whatnot sort of thing, is personally for me, I don't really want to sit and watch a whole hour, 2 hours of someone going live, because I've got stuff to do. Occasionally, if I've got time, pop in and out. Yeah, and if it's someone I know quite well, and I pop in and say hello and give them some support. But I see the point of them. It's easier to sell like online. A bit like when you go down to Carboots, you don't have to list it. Well, you don't have to photograph it. Well, you can do if you want to, but mainly you don't have to photograph the items. You don't have to do all the specifics. You don't have to do this and the other. You just go, boom, 20 seconds. This is what I've got. 20 seconds. Thank you very much. Thanks for the sale. Done. And then you get a label and you wrap it. Yeah, cheers, Pete. But I think going forward, you kind of need to do no £1 starts on that. You need to go a bit higher. People still want stuff for nothing. And what with April coming and the Royal Mail changes with the how much certain price categories are on Royal Mail, small parcel, large parcel, all stamps going up. So it's very hard, isn't it? To kind of make a profit. So whether eBay from April will put their fees up on their site, which is annoying. Luckily, it won't take me that long to adjust the fees accordingly. I try and get the best price for people from the postage and that, because I've got what do you call it? Postage policies, and all I do is go down and have a look at them. Done. Yep, correct. The annoying thing is though, if you want to change your postage policies, and you've got like, say for example you've got a set an offer on something, and you change the postage policies, that item won't go in that particular policy. You have to do it afterwards, which is very annoying. I saw you had a new video watching later. Cheers, yeah. I went to a local book fair last Saturday, and it was okay. It weren't like mega on that particular. Nah. It's just a small book fair. I've got a few good bits. One thing that might be okay, I just didn't really I didn't really want to travel that far. Things are just like going around in my mind, and I just couldn't be bothered. So I did that, and some charity shops, which I've got a little YouTube short I need to edit for the charity shops. But I put it into a small video and try and do a little bit of a voiceover. But if you can watch, and be appreciated. Pete says, do you use your own printer? But yeah, I'm purchasing one soon and wanted a recommendation. Yeah, I don't use a label printer. No, I've never have done. Never needed to. We've got I can't remember what a printer is, but it's a very older one. We've had it for about about 8 years. About 8 years. It works well. I print the labels off there and cut round, but I don't have a label printer. I've not needed to, but I think ours is HP. Just HP Pavilion. I think I can't remember the model number, 25 something or whatever it is. Just a HP Pavilion, and it works well. It can be a bit arthritic, I call it, because it can play up a little bit, but because it's an older type one. But it works well for what it is. But no, I don't use a label printer. I have nothing like that. But yeah, let me check my messages. Anything there? I sent a photo. Okay, I'll have a look at that after, Pete, and see if I want it or not. But yeah, just but let me know if you are into live selling, and how you find the live selling by eBay Live, whatnot. For example, I'll send you the pictures on Facebook for the chosen. Oh, alright, I'll have a look and see if I want that or not. I see you, Carper. Thanks for popping in. Oh, how cheers, Ben. Well, what I can have seen of it, they started off really poorly. PSG scored, and now Chelsea are sort of bossing, and they scored a while ago. But hopefully we get better because it's over 2 legs. Hi Dom, thanks for popping in, mate. Here's a man, the myth, the legend, Tom English Picker, and he knows a thing or two about how selling on Whatnot, and how hard that platform can be with the fee structure. Oh shit! They've scored. Absolute rubbish, Chelsea are. With the fee structure, which apparently what they are as of today. Basically, if you sell something or Whatnot for £1, you receive 59p. Apparently, that's due to per order fee of like 30p and Whatnot. So you want to try and start at a higher price to be able to sell, but it's even more pointless apparently if you sell multiple to items to one person if they buy more than one. So what I'm kind of gathering, because you can group all that lot kind of together, if you know what I mean. Group all that together on Whatnot with all the sales, and people say, oh, if you do this, you can have that postage. It doesn't work well. You've got to really sell some, and also got to have a amount of people in. If there's not many people watching, or even if they are watching and not interested in the item, they won't bid. If you can get people bidding against each other, then it works well. But yeah, it's hard from what I've seen, Whatnot. eBay, I'm so sick of a bloody notifications as other people are, because on Whatnot you can turn off the notifications for people individually. eBay, you got to do it on the settings menu, and you can turn it off all of them at once, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather have certain people on there rather not, but way it is. But yeah, I just don't have time to sit and watch people sell stuff. I'm thinking, oh, it doesn't help my motivation, you know. Very occasionally in the evening, if I'm free, I'm just twiddling my thumbs. Well, hey, then I might watch someone sell toys, books, or something for half an hour, just see what they're doing. But I can't be bloody bothered, really, to sit and watch people sell stuff. Oh, I've sold this for £35, or oh look, I've got 500 quid for it. It really demotivates me. It winds me up, something chronic, that does, with people selling higher end, higher priced items. Maybe not higher end quality stuff, but higher end on the price scale. Thinking, how have you got that? It just sort of demotivates me, where I'm thinking, oh, I've got a big death pile, backlog. I'm thinking I should really get on and do it, but I'm sitting here watching so-and-so. Maybe I like the person. That's perfectly fine. It's just that they're selling X amount eBay, mainly eBay, because Whatnot is very hard to sell stuff on there. But with eBay, I'm thinking, why am I watching this person sell a coat for 200 quid or this toy for 50 quid? Or when I could sit here and list stuff on varying platforms, Vinted, eBay, etc., etc. It demotivates me, and that doesn't really help with my Asperger's or anything like that. It just pees me off. Rather annoys me as such. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. But if I've got time in the evening and someone's gone live and I've seen it and I think, oh okay, I might pop in and say hello, that's fair enough. But nah, I just can't be doing with it. Good luck to them. Good luck to the people who do really well on eBay Live, whatnot. But I don't need that distraction right now. Jasmine says, I don't understand live selling. That's new to me. I try to only shop for what I need or want. It's strange people going to watch to see if they want something. 100%, yeah. It's necessity rather than actually wanting something. Oh, I brought from so-and-so. I brought from this person who is big in the social media world. I've done this, that, and like, why are you buying that? If you really, really want it, fair enough. But if you're just buying it for the sake of it, there's no point. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, but I'll be back in a sec. I've got to get a drink, a beer, I think. So leave me some questions, pop it in. Do pop in the poll. It should say do you, but not you. Do you like to watch people via eBay Live or whatnot? Yes, no, or whatever. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I've got to get a beer. I'm thirsty. Alright? What are you feeling like? Mark, what are you feeling like? Oh, is that program where they, yeah. We for the warehouse, isn't it? Alright. Fair enough. Right, I'm back. Hey! Mum's watching that programme with Stacey Solomon, Sort Your Life Out, where, if you've not seen that programme, where people put all their stuff out in this warehouse and see what they want and don't want. But I think we could all do that, fill 2 warehouses. I know Tom can. Mwah. Oh, geez, I've sorted some stuff out today. I did a little video on it, but I will get it loaded next week. And I was like, shit, I've fallen over stuff in the room, literally. Some stuff going to the car boot, which me and Mum hopefully do mid-April, if the weather's okay. Cheese. That's what Cronenberg I've run out of. Stella Artois. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is, like, that program, Sort Your Life Out, it's weird because that stuff people have, I think us resellers have got probably double that. But I know I need to cull what I've got and sort out what I have. Turn it down a bit. Which I am slowly doing. Because certain things today, which you'll see on a video, I put aside for the car boot to sell physically to people, and some stuff being put back, and I've checking out. There's an Australian DVD set. I've forgotten what it's called. I picked up a year ago, might be more than that. It's worth good money, 60 quid. Because it's like season 1, 2, 3. First season's worth good money. And I think you got 9 seasons. Some Australian thing from years and years and years ago. That's worth good money. The problem is, I've got 1 to 4, and the annoying thing about media, as most people know who sells media online, is not just mega scratches on the disc, which just pee me off, but sticky shit on discs. I had 2 discs on season 3 that are just gone. so sticky. I'm like, what the hell are you doing on a disc? Going, you know what I mean? I think like, you haven't been doing that, have you? Nah, can't be doing that. Or eating bloody jelly on the thing. And they go straight in the bin. It's a pain in the arse. But I've got 1, 2, and 4 that are decent. And that particular, I forgot what it's called now. But it's a good series. I picked them up cheap. But I'll probably just sell 1, 3, and 4. Because I know Series 1 goes for about 20 quid. Fly something. Is it fly something? Let's have a look. I'll read the comments in a sec. I could go and get it, but I can't be bothered. Flying Doctors. Flying Doctors. We never really got it here in the UK. But if you look up on eBay, they're worth good money. You don't really see it. And it's about 9 seasons. The later seasons are worth a lot of money. If you find a full box set, 200 quid plus. The full 1 to 9. Which, that's a rare thing. If you're physically selling media, you know the hazard of scratch discs and shit on the discs. As in, like, whatever they've been doing, you know, it's crazy. Sticky discs, stickiness on that. Let's go into the side chat. Hi, Porky. Thank you, Bert. Hi, all. Hope you're well. Yes, I'm trying to stay positive, stay calm in life. Try and just take each day that comes and just like think, nope, it's not going to get me down. It's just, if it happens, it happens. Tom says, actually, no, Jasmine says before Tom, yes, I need that tripping over toys all day and outgrown clothes, bursting out everywhere. Yes, it's annoying. Like, because I was in where most of my stock is, and I was falling over stuff. Like, you'll see in the video for next week that literally, like, I think I bend down, hit something, everything falls out. I'm like, for God's sake. But then, like, you do a little time lapse where you see me moving stuff and just trying to get the best space for it. All I'm doing is moving one bit to the next bit, not like people, as we know in the community, who've got like unit after unit after unit, moving units every like 5 minutes. You want to stay in one place if you can. Try and maximise space, even if you outgrow it. But oh, pardon me, that's gassy. That Kronenberg. Tom's yeah, Tom says that it seems that Zahir is live all the time. Yes, Zahir only cool stuff. Yeah, Whatnot, eBay tries to maximise selling toys now for the last 2 years or so. He hasn't had the shop they had in Garstang. So I think he does okay with the amount of people in, but still a hard slog considering the fees, Whatnot, and the different eBay structure. But I don't know. I don't think live selling is me as such. I didn't think I'll sell at Carboots, but I have done. So you turn it up a little bit. But yeah, if you want to get rid of it, you get rid of it. Many ways and means to sell it on, or even give it to people for free if it's stuff that's not worth anything. People will often want something, but yeah, because hopefully me and Mum will do a couple of car boots this year, all going well. One in mid-April. We're going to do it in May, but mid-April will probably be better for the first one. And then we probably have enough stuff to do another one. after that, just to try and clear stuff, make a bit of space, not just in my stock, but in like what we've got in general at home, home stuff, homeware. ECP says there, when I had to watch parkour videos to climb over crap I had at home and in my storage unit, I knew I had issues. Oh right, the part, yeah. What, like having all your stock like piled up, you're jumping off tall buildings, yeah, down big poles, and yeah, I know what you mean. It's like doing that downhill BMXing, same sort of thing. When you see online people downhill BMX, either on streets where they're little courses, or on the different terrain, a bit like what they do in the Olympics and stuff. Yeah, I think I do that. I usually feel that I'm like falling from a great height, because I almost did that. Like I slipped, hit a little tin box full of stuff. I thought, shit, I'm going to fall over it, but luckily I stayed myself. Oh dear, too much stuff to sell online. Jasmine says there, what do you enjoy and get most excited about buying and selling these days? That's a very good question, eh? It's a very good question. Because over the years I've sold varying items, whether it be like bags, toys, books, ties. I used to sell a lot of ties. Match attack card, trading cards, and I've sold varying things over the years that I've been very interested about. But these days, let's have a think. These days, what I like to buy, wall plaques. I love to see wall plaques. I still get an interest in buying beer steins, but not as much as I used to. Random DVDs that I done all the research about, and I know it's going to sell for good money. Selling anything that gives me a good profit online. But sometimes it's interesting to see what sells. I'm like, shit, what fucking sells? It's like, shit, I sold. Oh, good. Well, random things that sell 2 years later or a year later, I think, well, that's sold. Good. But no, buying, I try and broaden my horizons in buying. But I love to sell love to buy wall plaques. Disney mugs. Interesting. Trying to think. Use your luck, try and pick up Hornby stuff. Thomas Tank Engine, all sorts of stuff. Books. But something that I don't find very often, which sparked interest. Oh, I found that. I found loads of that. Wicked. But I'm looking out for more wall plaques this year. I love to sell them. I love to do the research. The best thing for me is not the buying. It's not the selling and getting the money. It's not the photographing. It is the research. I love researching items. I could spend hours researching a particular item, learning the history of that item, especially like wall plaques. You've got it as a fact, like where you can look at that history of that particular school, a particular university, for example, wherever it may be, because usually Latin words. Who else we got there? We got Jimmy popped in. Welcome, Jimmy. Do follow Jimmy Riddle Show. Give him a sub. Watch hours, all that. Very good. Comedian, musician, all-round entertainer, and a legend. Ricky Resales has popped in. Oi, oi, Ricky! Ricky! Cheers popping in, mate. Hope you well. Do follow Ricky as well. He does a lot of good, honest videos. Now, the car boot season is supposed to be here. If it don't rain, do follow for honest content. That's what you'll get with Ricky, and lots of good sales online. I did watch your latest one earlier, Ricky. Ricky the Chav. Oi, oi, blood. I love that. I actually love that. Yeah, it was a good intro to that particular. Scooby says there, does he still does he sell things on eBay, not just live selling on there? I do believe he does sell on eBay. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I think it's only cool stuff. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Toys and bits and pieces. Physically putting the item on there and doing all the usuals. Yeah, I'm sure he does. But he sells a lot live, like whatnot on eBay. He does like 2 or 3 shows a week. He alternates. I don't know whether he's on there now or was, but I'm sure he went live earlier. Or was it yesterday? I know he goes live some flaming funny times on there on whatnot on eBay live. Oh, good. Real Madrid have been City 3-0. Chelsea losing again. I hate that when they do that. Winds me up. Adores popped in. Welcome. He does. I buy and help him. Ah, okay, right, good. That's always good in the community. People helping each other. But yeah, no, it's all good. We're all good here. I was just reorganising some stuff in my stock room. Me piles of stuff I fall over. but no, it'd be good to get down the old boot sale, see the regulars. Because down my local, I see Pete, Sales Unexpected, and a few other people. And like, it'll be good to sort of get back into it, because first time that I go to a car boot, I'm always rustic. Even though I've been doing it for years, like it's sharpening my elbows. Unlike when I go to the jumble sales, it's called sharpening my claws. But no, for car boots, a lot more space. So it's like you see something and you're on it. More knowledge you have retained here in this little brain box, the easier it is to see something a little distance away from a stall. You think, oh, I know what that is. Boom. A bit like when you watch certain YouTubers online, when they go to a certain southern car boot and they're all fucking running. Literally, they're running. Everyone's running. Like, was it Bullfines said to Jammy on the video? Oh, we haven't got your toilet ready yet. They're all running down this airfield. It's hilarious, but no, I like that sort of thing. But the thing is, like, for me, when I go to car boots, I gotta go through that process. Like, you see certain people selling, you look up and go, ah, okay, that's the person I don't like, so I'll skip that. Ah. Sometimes there's a fair amount of people there where it's either you don't like them because they've shafted you in the past, or are not very well received at that particular boot, or you know someone who don't like them or whatever, or you get friends who are selling and you go up to them, and but you don't buy. So, but most of it, about 80% of it, it's just like either dealers or random people getting rid of stuff. But if you're like, if you've got the knowledge in there, then you can really come away with some good stuff. But what I find is, you've got to get enough sleep, right? You've got to be focused early. Say you're getting up at like 3:30 to get to his car boot. You've got to be focused. You've not got to be stressed. What I find as well, it helps if you don't have a return on eBay or someone kicking off about an item, which really puts you in a bad mood. I've had that a few times over the years when you go halfway around the car boot and someone has to return, or someone's moaning and kicking off. You're like, oh, for God's sake, and that puts you in a really annoyed mood. And I don't look at things properly when I'm in an annoyed mood. I just want to get round and get out there and just beat my head against the wall. But you've got to be really happy. You've got to be focused on it. You've got to have enough breakfast. You've got to enough sleep. You've just got to get out there and buy the stuff. Because I always find wherever you're going to go sourcing, there's always something for everyone. It might not be the best stuff. It might be stuff like bread and butter stuff, where you're just churning and burning multiple stuff. Or you find a good item, whether it be a good toy, a good DVD, a good piece of clothing. You think, wow, I found that off my bucket list. A flat Eric, for example. And you've realistically got to get out there and do it. But then that doesn't help when you haven't got space for it. And you got to build up your funds. But there's means and ways around that sort of thing. Go down a car boot, sell it. Stick it online and sell it. Or weed out all the crap. Flog it to friends. Or even down the old car boot. Or down the charity. Just make space for good stuff. Porky says there, I laughed today. 3 items took off. 3 items took off 3 weeks ago as counterfeit by AI. I'm assuming that's eBay, by the way. Appealed and and eBay said okay. So they put them back. Then today AI took them off counterfeit. This is getting an absolute joke, a right malarkey with this bloody AI. It is good. I like AI. But there's times where you want to shoot it in the back and go, get lost AI. Because it ruined your business. Vinted are like that. Cheryl and other people who have been absolutely shafted by that platform, the AI bots, for having to fight to get their accounts back, right? Come on. Corner. But then, you're thinking, if that was your full business, then you'll be stuffed. That's why you've got to sell on multiple platforms. But crazy Porky though, that like they took off 3 weeks back items as counterfeit, 3 of them, and he managed to successfully appeal, and then today they took it back off. I just don't get that. It's a stupid way of doing it, but they don't notify you beforehand. They just take them off, and then you get like a little notification afterwards, which is so annoying. I've had that on a item. It was some I made a little video about it, magnets, and I thought, okay, I understand that, so I took them off. But it's one of those things where it's just, what is the point? Like, you're there to resell items on these platforms within their parameters, what you can sell on there. But then they say, oh no, it's counterfeit. A bit like Cheryl and this bag, I think it's this bag she had. She sold many of them before, and then it's like counterfeit. Like, no, it ain't. Crazy. It is mad, this world we live in. We're either getting done over by AI on these platforms, or the fees are going up, or postage, or you live in this world where you fear of getting bombed to shit by certain countries, or even like you can't get anywhere because of sticking up housing, or all these other people coming in. and all that. It's just crazy. It's mad. Mad world we live in. But smile, have a laugh, and get on and do it. Wherever you're going to be. If you don't like it, don't like it. Just got to smile and get on with it. That's what you got to do, realistically. Smile and get on with these things. More you list, the process is, the more you sell. But in that particular parameter is the fact that, like, eBay are well known for the fact that you've listed items for how long, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're off your store. You do a stock take and think, I've got all these items that are supposed to be on list online, and they're not online. Because I had one, a while back, at the end of the year. I made a little YouTube short about it. A Disney mug. A pink Disney mug. One of the little big ones. I was like, hang a minute. I've got it in one of these boxes that's got a SKU code on it. I checked my eBay store. Not on there. Double check, triple checked. And I know, alright. Stuck it on Vinted. About a week later, it sold. For about a tenner on Vinted. You know how it is. This is crazy, mate. Crazy. 20% says they like to watch eBay Live and whatnot, and 90% say no. Fair enough. I don't dislike the live selling aspect. If you can get people in who are willing to sit and watch your live when you're selling, wherever you may be doing, and they were willing to spend money, and you get people bidding up against each other, it's great, and you have a laugh and you have a good time doing it, and it's worth your while, great. It's just me, I don't have time to sit and watch people, but do what you got to do. Don't worry about anyone else, just do it. That's what you got to do. And I always find people will help you, wherever it may be. They always will help you. And definitely, if you've got any quick questions, pop in the side chat. We've gone over the hour and 7 minutes. Chelsea's still getting thrashed, 2-1. So, yeah, quick questions, pop them in, and then try and answer them before I go off the live. Hopefully on Friday, I should have the little YouTube short from the charity shops. I thought, you know what? Like, I went around these charity shops in a nice little posh area. Cobham, near Chelsea training ground. And I was like, they were absolutely dire, because a lot of the stuff that the people do donate there, and the Chelsea players and staff have been donated at the beginning of the year. No, I didn't get a chance to go. Anyway, so I thought, like, I'll pop this as a YouTube short, do a voiceover and see how it goes. And then I know I've got a video I took last year, back in last year, from a museum to upload. This is the thing, my channel isn't all reselling. The majority of it is 80% reselling, jumble sales, Carboots, charity shops, but it's more like lifestyle. We'll go to concerts, go to museums, theme parks, etc. Just life in general. If you like that, great. If you don't, fair enough. I appreciate you all that are popping in. Got that to come. And then I'm not sure what I'm doing at the weekend, whether I'll be at a jumble or I'll be... But if I am, I won't be filming it. And then just waiting for the local council, to hurry up and make move on the local car boot, and get down there and see what it's about. See how many people selling, because every week it's different. It's crazy. Like my local car boot, like other car boots you get. My bloody local, oh god. You never know from week to week how many people are going to go, because certain car boots you can guarantee a lot of people are going to these like car boots to sell. But my local, one week it could be really cold, but you get like from the beginning of the car boot to right at the back end. It takes 2 hours to get around, and then the next week it could be really warm, and there's 3 rows, and it's crap. You cannot tell. You cannot tell that. But we shall see. I'll be popping to other car booths as well throughout the season. When I can. So I'll be filming and doing YouTube shorts and trying to make the videos more interesting, as they say. But yeah, no, it's appreciated. Like, I'm on 2,577 subscribers, which is a great feat for me. I appreciate you popping in. So I'm not sure when the next live will be, but it'll be an ad hoc live sometime, somewhere. But I'll notify you anyway when I'm live. So cheers everyone for popping in. Appreciate that. And do like, share, and subscribe. Look at all my all my social media things down below in the description. And oh! You've scored! Booyah! I shall leave you with that. Chelsea 2, PSG 2 in France. Like, share, subscribe, social media down below. Take care, everyone. See you later. Hey! Take care.